So what's going on, guys? I know it's been a while since I've done a video where I just talk about everything that's been happening, changing, things that I've picked up, blah blah blah. Video game haul is what I'm pretty much going to title. I haven't done one of these type videos in a while. It's probably going back to like November, so last year, some time ago, I think it was. I can't remember, but I've been to a couple gaming conventions. Well, I went to one game convention. I said a couple. I actually had planned to go to Retropalooza Houston, but it falls on the same weekend as my anniversary, which I wouldn't have time to do it. It just, my buddies and I, we planned to just roll down there because it's in Houston and it's probably about a 3-4 hour drive from our house. So it wouldn't have been too bad. But I did get a chance to attend Retrofest 4, or the fourth one. And this was, as you can see, it's a while back. It's been like March 25th. So I've had this for a while. I'll let you know how long I've had some of the stuff. Let me just show you some of the things that I picked up. Let's not make this video long. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Some of the games that I actually got off of credit was let's see here, I got a lot, is Killzone. I got Killzone Mercenaries. This game is actually an awesome first-person shooter for the PS Vita. I got it because I've been trying to add games to my Vita collection. I've been wanting to add some more titles and kind of build on that, because I am the handheld guy. Not a lot of people around me like the handheld stuff, but I do, just because I sometimes just get, you know, I'm out and about, maybe at the barbershop, maybe at the mall, shopping with the lady, or whatever, or I just don't feel like being in front of the TV. I can just fire up my Vita. But yeah, this game is really good. I'm really having fun with this. I got that with the credit. Enslave. I got this back in the collection. This game is awesome. A lot of people have talked about it. They've mentioned it here and there. It's a really, really awesome game. I beat it before in the past. I loved it so much, I wanted it back. Then another awesome title was BioShock Infinite. This game is just phenomenal. I waited 3 years for this game to come out, and when it came out, it met my expectations. It exceeded it. I'm a big fan of the BioShock series, so definitely pick that up. Now this game I actually paid for, and this probably was the only title I paid for out of my pocket, and it was Borderlands 2. I got it brand new from a good guy, awesome guy. We actually ended up became Facebook buddies through meeting and stuff like that. He had a lot of those limited run games, and I actually was looking at this. This was actually brand new and sealed. I know all the little things that people have to say about how it plays. I haven't had a chance. I fired it up, downloaded it, played a little bit of it, but I haven't really had the full experience with the controls, so I don't know how it's really going to play out for me. Now, the next game that I picked up, it was only probably about a few weeks ago. I finally found this game. I've been wanting this, the physical copy anyway. Uncharted Golden Abyss. It plays pretty well. I will say this, I'm not a big fan of games that come out when something is initially released, or like when a console is initially released and this becomes the first game. Like, this was one of the first games that came out for the Vita, because they do the whole thing of trying to incorporate all the functions, all the buttons, all the keys that you can use, and they stop you down and they overload you with that, and it gets on my nerves. I just don't feel like that should be the big thing that they do, but companies still to this day, they make a big mistake with that. And I picked that up at Half Price Bookstore. I paid about $15 for that. I picked up Dead Island. Reason why I got it, buddy mentioned it to me. I played it back then, never really dove into it. I got it for a few dollars, so couldn't turn it down. Next game was the Ratchet Clank, A Crack in Time. I played a little bit of it when it first came out. I played the demo. I believe it was the demo. But I never got a chance to dive into it. I'm a big fan of Ratchet Clank, so I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's get into it. Let's enjoy this. So I picked it up. This one's still sealed. and it's I heard about it being on sale, and it's the 20th anniversary, the Duke Nukem. I got it for the PlayStation 4. Reason why I got this is that I'm a big Duke Nukem fan. Now the the infamous one that went really bad, I avoided. Well, I actually did get that for like I think $2 or $3, and for some reason I got stuck in a certain part of the game that I couldn't get out of, so I never finished it. But yeah, this one's still sealed, so I'm gonna definitely get into it. Another game, yeah, Resident Evil 4. It's got this big sticker on the front that I ain't take off because it got shipped. Or no, it's oh, I ordered it and it was sent to the store or whatever, or they picked up a copy for me, whatever it is. But it's Resident Evil 4. It's so crazy, the history with this game. Just to give you a backspin, as far as like taking you back with this one, how much history this game that I have. I got it for the PlayStation 2. I got it for the GameCube. I got the HD version for the 360. I had it on, I believe, did I get it on the PS3? I don't remember getting it on the PS3, but now I have it on the PS4, and I never beat the game. I think the furthest I got on this game was like to the bridge or something like that, some bridge part or whatever. So I got out of town and I got to this bridge, and that was it. And we never moved forward. So definitely going to get into that. I picked up Mighty Man 9. I don't even know if I mentioned this a while back when I got it. This game is pretty good. I can see where people were talking about how the game can be a little bit of a pain, and there's some frustrating parts. Checkpoints they're very random, and the way they just take you back, it's a struggle with the Mighty Man situation. This game, which I've talked about already numerous times, I just never showed it. Horizon Zero Dawn. Beat this game. This game is definitely Aloy, the protagonist. This is a really phenomenal game. Storyline, awesome. Graphics, groundbreaking. The best graphics I've seen on a video game to this day, right? Picked this up because of backwards compatibility, and I just was chopping it up with a buddy of mine. I went and got the complete edition. I actually have this on my PS3, but it's now backwards compatible, so they bumped up the graphics slightly. You can definitely see the difference. This one's still sealed, so I'm gonna find the time to play that. Now, these are my titles that I've picked up since I've had the Xbox One. I did get Assassin's Creed Unity, really good game. I picked up the Double Impact, what's that, Final Fight, and it's some Kingdom game, I forgot. There's a Double Impact. I picked those games up. Those are like my digital titles. I picked up a few other digital titles I can't think of at this moment, but you know how I do. Let's just move on to the video, or move on with the video. The next game that I have is the Rare Replay. This is awesome because I sold off a lot of my Rare games, not actual Rare game, but Rare titles. So this one comes incorporated with Banjo and Kazooie, the trilogy, basically the Banjo and Kazooie 1 and 2, and then the big one. And I played the one that was for the 360, and I could see where the complaints lie at. There is definitely some issues. Big title that's on here is Perfect Dark, Bad Fur Day, Battletoads, the regular game, and also the arcade version, Killer Instinct. I mean, there are just title after title, and I think I paid about $15 for this. So it was worth it. It was worth it. Definitely worth it. Next game was Ryse, Son of Rome. I beat this recently. This game is awesome. It immediately locks you in. I love when games just take you from 0 to 100, like immediately, and just embark all your emotions together. And that's what it feels like with Ryse. Even though it was one of those titles that didn't get a lot of love, I would definitely recommend this. I got this brand new and really enjoyed it. This game only took me 2 hours, and it's pronounced Abzu or whatever. I find this game to be better than Journey, just because of the storytelling aspect. It was a little better at telling those things. You are this deep sea diver, and you are going through this journey beneath the sea. I mean, just underwater, and the characters, the as far as the animals and stuff like that. This game takes you through real battles, so it's not just like, oh, okay, you just playing a game and you're just going from one point A to point B, like Flower or Journey. You're just going from point A to point B, like Unfinished Swan that I finished earlier this year. No pun intended. It was just point A to point B. A little bit along the lines they tell you the story, but this game is really good. I beat it in one sitting because it's only 2 hours, but it is really good. I was glad to get the physical copy because I love indie games that you can find a physical. This one I bought a while back, Gears of War, the Ultimate Edition. I'm a big Gears of War fan. I started playing this a little bit. I picked it up for like $10. I've been enjoying this, playing this a little bit. Next game is Killer Instinct. It says the combo breaker, but I've actually been able to unlock the full pack for the first one. I think it's on season 3 now. I always was a big Killer Instinct fan, so this game is phenomenal. Graphics are great. The gameplay is phenomenal. If you're into fighters, definitely pick this up. This may be my next game that I play. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. It's gonna be a tough balance out. That's Sunset Overdrive. I am a big fan of Insomniac, and I love their games. The style, the play, it's just fun, you know? You know how games are just meant to be fun, and we lose that. Those essential parts, that little element is missing. So great to have it. I got that brand new. I had it shipped to me. And then Ori, the Blind Forest, the digital, the definitive edition. This may be my next title. I don't know. I'm gonna look up how many hours. I've been looking up how many hours each game is, so then that way I'll know I have more time to invest. But yeah, these are all the games from my video game haul. Tell me any new titles you picked up, whether it's old stuff, vintage, retro, whatever you want to call it. New games, any system that are of interest. Other than that, I'm Light Spiller. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.